Hi everyone. So this is very random. I'm not prepared at all, but that doesn't mean not really different than most days. Essentially, I was ready for Fresh's show because today was my week to be on. But since I've been pretty much disconnected from the internet for a while, I didn't know. I guess he's not having a show today because he's moving. So I figured since I was ready to come on, and he's not doing one, and I was planning on doing one on my channel tomorrow, but if I don't have to do all my shows in one day, I'd prefer not to. So therefore, that's why I'm here. I am still having issues as far as I know with tasting. It seems to be certain flavors, certain profiles, things of that nature. But I wanted to kind of revisit the flavors I wasn't able to taste before and see if I'm still having the issue, because I haven't really tried any of the flavors that I wasn't able to taste before, again, for like a couple weeks now. So I kind of just want to see if I'm still like broken. I have been vaping other things outside of my normal profile or wheelhouse or whatever to try to, number one, just break up, my habit of always falling on the same types of profiles over and over again, because I've had this issue pretty consistently, or fairly consistently, in the past couple of years, where every now and then I just vape something too long and then I can't taste stuff. So it's not the first time this has happened. So I kind of just want to get into a habit of switching up when I'm vaping more often to try to avoid this from happening. So that's what I've been doing. Like, even as far as going, I did a black licorice yesterday, and I don't really like black licorice, but it's something so different that, I don't know, I just want to try it out. I think the specific mixture I made just wasn't very good, but yeah, that's pretty much how desperate I am to get over this. Is I've been doing a lot of things that I just would not normally be doing. Anyway, so I want to revisit some of the Wonder flavors. I was planning on doing this tomorrow, so these are the only ones I have mixed up. I was going to mix up a few other ones, but this is, like I said, very random. So we'll start off with the ones I already have mixed. The flavors that I was having trouble tasting a couple weeks ago from Wonder Flavors. It's from their new line. They came out with a whole bunch of new flavors. Unfortunately, a lot of which I haven't even tried because, again, I'm having issues tasting things. So we're going to retry those, see if I get anything different. It seems like creams in particular I'm having issues with, as well as certain fruits. That seems to be like the main issue that I have right now, or have been having. Anyway, we're going to start with the thing I can't pronounce. So Emily's here. I know she's not French, but she's Canadian. Do you know how to pronounce that new flavor that Wonder Flavors came out with? That Mille's Fuilles or whatever the hell. I cannot pronounce that. I probably should have looked that up, but I mean, that would make sense. But it's that flavor. Let me see if it's in there. I tried to separate all the new flavors in here, so I had them on hand, but I might be missing stuff. My Wonder flavors in particular are a mess because I just don't have room for them. So they're just in boxes and things. So I need to get that situated too. But this is the word. I don't know how to pronounce that. I've never heard of it before. Mille, fruit, fruits, whatever. She says, me, Frius? I don't know. Anyway, that's what it is. I put it up there. So we're going to try that again. It's like a creamy cake or something, like a layered creamy cake from what I could find on the internet. Never had it in real life because, like I said, I've never even heard of it. So that's fun. Before, I wasn't getting a whole lot of anything, maybe a light cream. So we'll see if things have changed. I still can't taste anything. I'm still pretty much getting the same thing. A light bakery note and a vague cream is what I'm getting. I don't know if you've ever had vapor go on down the wrong pipe, but it happens from time to time. You know, you forget to breathe properly. Anyway, so that really hasn't changed. I don't know if it's the flavor itself or, again, my issue. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of curious to see if anything's changed with the flavors that I already know that I couldn't really taste before. Next, we're going to do almond custard. This one I tasted a vague almond note and a light non-eggy custard, which seems to be the general consensus online, so I may have been tasting that accurately. I don't know. I guess we'll see if anything's changed. As far as what I'm vaping on, because I do like to mention it just for information purposes, I always use Lightning Vapes Claptons. Usually I think this one, no, this is Nichrome. I use the Canthol one. I personally like Canthol. I don't know if it's just because it's what I started out on. Stainless is okay, but I just prefer Canthol. I'm I don't know, old school with a lot of things. So this is what I use. It's a 36 Canthol dual core 26. Not sponsored. I just really like them. They're consistent. I've never had any issues with them, knock on wood. And then the RDA is the Icon, the original Mike Vapes RDA. So that's what I'm vaping on. All right, on to almond custard. I'm going to open it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm still not really getting much of anything. It could be the RDA as well, because, or not the RDA really, but the setup, because the coil I have in here is a much higher resistance. Well, not much, but it's a higher resistance than what I'm used to. So we might just try changing. Hey, ST. What's up? I think this one has the same type of... Oh, this one's even a higher resistance coil. It is pretty, though. It's a pretty color. I think this one I did specifically for something, so that's why it's wrapped higher. Maybe we'll try the Warrior. See what that's wrapped at. What is the jingling going on? Oh, it's my cat eating. It's her like little collar hitting the bowl or whatever. Okay, this one's wrapped the same. We'll just try it just to see if it makes any difference. I don't think it will, but we'll see. So we're going to try this last Wonder Flavors I have mixed up. We might mix up something new that we haven't tried from Wonder Flavors just to see, like maybe the Jackfruit. It's different enough that I might be able to actually taste it. Yeah. Well, the cat's food is usually in the other room, but I've been trying to feed them separately and it has not been working. So technically, Blue should still be eating kitten food because of the type of cat she is. For some reason, she just doesn't like it and she ends up eating Momo's food anyway. So it's like very frustrating. She would think the kitten food tastes better because it has like more fat and stuff in it. And it even looks different. But Blue prefers the regular cat food. So I don't know. It's a pain in the ass. That's why the bowl is in here, so I can monitor who's eating it. But I don't know. Not going so well. So this is the Warrior RDA. It's pretty good. We'll try to see what it tastes like on here. Okay, so I am getting a little bit more flavor on the white chocolate. It's still not very flavorful. It's just like a light vanilla, slightly sweet. I'm not really getting a lot of cream, but again, that's one in particular. I've been having issues tasting these creams, it seems. And I did not mean to make that rhyme. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like I might be still having an issue, so that's fun, considering my channel is mostly about tasting things, and I can't do that, so that's great. I did get a new piece of equipment. It's a tank setup from Steeped. They did the other tank setup that I reviewed maybe a month or two ago. This one's a little bit more current because, as I had stated in the other review, one of the issues I had with it is just merely it was pretty outdated. Like, most people aren't vaping on a setup like that anymore, at least in the US. It might be different over there. They are a UK company, but and they also have to deal with TPD type stuff, which is like a regulation they have over there. So I don't know if that's why. But they did send me this tank. I washed it out. That's why it's kind of taken apart. I haven't tried it yet, but it has a mesh coil, which is also interesting because it seems like a lot of tanks, which I'm not very familiar with because I don't really do tanks anymore, but a lot of tanks are mesh coils. Like, that's like the new thing, which is ironic because mesh coils used to be super popular like a decade ago, and it kind of just fell off because, quite frankly, I tried messing with mesh way back when, and it was just a bitch to deal with. Like, I burnt myself so many times trying to oxidate it because, like, if you don't oxidate it properly, it would short out your RDA or whatever you had it hooked up to. It just was too much for me, and to me, the flavor wasn't great on it, and it definitely could have been user error, but I don't know. I'm the type of person, I'll try something a few times, and if I can't get it to work, I'm just done with it. I can't be bothered to mess with it too much when I have other things that work fine without having to do all that. I'm trying to look for the coil, and I don't know what the hell I did with it. But anyway, it's not a review because, like I said, I have not even tried it yet. But I don't know. It's something new I got. Was it 2 days ago? This is what it looks like, so you can just see what it looks like. Pretty interesting. We'll see. Anyway, I don't get much equipment these days, whether I'm buying it. I'm like never sent equipment really ever. But I just figured I'd show you since that's pretty much all I've gotten that's new equipment wise. Yeah. Anyway, I'm all over the place. So I think what we're going to do next is mix up some other Wonder flavors that I haven't tried yet. I've heard a lot of good things about the boysenberry raspberry. I'm personally a little afraid to try this because I don't care for the regular raspberry. And just the smelling of it, it smells very candied raspberry, which I don't like. But we might try that just to see what it's like. I have tried their bubble gum. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. I do like it. It just tastes like bubble gum, like a Bubblicious type bubble gum. It's probably one of the better bubble gums I've tried flavor-wise. So I do like that one. I tried the brown sugar cookie in a mixture, or no, it was the creme brulee cookie. I don't know. It was one of the two of those. I can't really attest how either of them are because it was in a mix and not by itself. So that was like kind of pointless to bring up, but whatever. So yeah, I think we're just gonna try the fruits to see how that is. Because a lot of these other ones are bakeries, which I've been having a little bit of issues with, and creams. So we're gonna try the jackfruit. Definitely the strawberry baked I do want to try as well. And maybe the cobbler, the berry cobbler. See how that is. What else has been going on with me? Not really much. Work is still about the same, if not worse. I don't really like to talk about it because it just puts me in a bad mood, and I don't want to do that. I haven't been shooting in a few weeks. I'm still having issues with the new piece that I bought. I don't know if it's a me issue or the item. I don't know, but it keeps shooting very low, which apparently is an issue that has been online for other people that are experienced have been having issues with it shooting low. So I don't know. That's good, Frank. If someone has a link to the GoFundMe for Kind Ground, if you could put it over there. Or if you have the link and you don't have a wrench, let me know and I can give you one. I don't have a link for it on hand. Like I said, this was very random. And I'm not at all prepared, but that shouldn't really surprise anyone. And Blue has been driving me nuts with this damn window. She likes to go in the window, but then she comes down, then she's turning around, and it's knocking over my monitor. Like, drives me nuts. Anyway, so moving on. Oh, one thing that is possibly good is my internet issue seems to be as consistent as it's been in a long time in the past like 2 days. Essentially what seems to have happened is we had WoW, or I guess technically we might still have it. I don't know, I'll get into that in a minute. But they shut off the router function in the router. So essentially what was happening is only one person was able to get online at any time because it was working as a modem, not a router. So that was fun. And apparently they never really properly fixed it because they did come out. And I think they even swapped out the router or the modem or whatever. And it didn't seem to fix the issue. However, right now I'm on my own, like I have my own router, whereas I didn't before. So that's helped substantially, not only with my Wi-Fi, but definitely the hard line in. This is the first time I think in forever where I've actually turned this desktop on and it was able to connect to the internet automatically, where I didn't have to reset anything or mess with anything. It just came on. I also, like I said before, rewired the Ethernet cord because I do think that was part of the issue. So that's good for me. Having consistent internet is almost essential, especially considering I work from home a lot. And last week, not this past week, the one before, I couldn't even work from home because it was just so bad. Which I know is like not like the worst problem in the world, but it's just annoying. Like I don't want to have to go into the office if I don't have to be around those people. It's just loud and annoying. So yeah, that's good. So anyway, my internet issues for now should be fixed, hopefully. We did end up getting Spectrum instead because we were having so many issues with WoW. But last time I knew that wasn't working. So yeah, this has been a lot of fun with the internet. But hopefully it's fixed for now. Anyway, hi Fog Vlog. They're having a show at 2:45, which is about an hour 20 minutes from now. You want to check them out, just click on their little name over there. It should take you to their channel. All right. Strawberry. What else has been going on? Like I said before, I've been trying to like make new recipes, things that I haven't typically or won't typically vape normally. So I have tried a few new flavors. I did get a bunch of Delosi in about a week or two ago. I did a mixture yesterday, but honestly, it didn't taste very good. I don't know if it's because it needs to sit or if it's just not a good mixture. I don't know. It could be the strawberry milk. Their strawberry milk is good, but it's kind of weird. It tastes like a Nestle strawberry milk, like that powdered strawberry milk that you, or the strawberry powder you add to milk. So that has like a very distinctive flavor. And I was trying to do a smoothie with it, and I don't know that it worked very well. I've been vaping a lot of WS-23 things, which is very interesting. Because it seems like maybe I was just mixing it too low. That's why I didn't like it. Because like back when it first came out, people were like, oh my God, it's so strong. You just like need one drop in your thing and it's, you know, whatever. Like apparently not. Because I only seem to like it at about 1%, like 0.5% I'm iffy about. And I definitely wasn't even doing that back when it first came out. So maybe that was the issue in its entirety, is I just wasn't mixing it high enough. But I seem to like it now, so that's interesting. Because it gives me something else to do. Or something else to use. A different element to vaping. I still don't like mint. I still don't like menthol in general. There have been a few mint mixtures that I've liked. But in general, it's just still not something I enjoy. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. Hello, Cool Runnings. It's like super quiet in my house, like never happens. I think it's because either people are asleep or not home. That was way too much, but whatever. What else? I've been watching a lot of UFO and ghost stuff. I don't know. I've been in the mood for like horror movies and stuff. Oh, I forget the name of the one movie, but it was on Amazon Prime because they have a Prime Video. And it was such a weird movie. And the acting was terrible. Like, I don't want to get petty, but to me, like, even if the plot and storyline are good, but the acting sucks, like, I can't even get into it because it's so almost laughable. I don't know. And the movie itself, I don't know, it was weird. But anyway, yeah, almost like porno acting. Definitely. Like that whole, like, they don't know how to use proper inflection and like tone, things like that, like where it's just like so awkward. I don't know. It was, not knowing the name of the movie, like it's pointless to go on and on about it because I don't even remember the name. I think it was something Area 51. But yeah, it was not good. Like, and it could have been good, which was the saddest part, because the whole movie, it's like these things are happening, and it's like, why is this leading to this? And I still don't really understand some of why that led to that. But the twist at the end was interesting, like where it could have been very well done if like the acting was better and the writing up to that point was better. So it's just kind of sad when you see potential in something and they just completely ruin it. Kind of like Game of Thrones, which I'm not going to give any spoilers. I'm not going to do that because I hate when people do that to me. But I've been very disappointed with the season, like extremely. And if what I heard is correct for the next episode, it's not going to get any better. So I'm really ticked off about that because they made us wait like, what was it, year and a half, maybe even 2 years to give us this. And like, it's only 6 episodes, which I didn't even know that. Like, I just found that out like a week or 2 ago. And it made me even more pissed off because it's like, okay, like this wasn't good, but maybe the other episodes will be better. But it's like, oh, there's only one more episode. So I guess that's not going to happen. Like, why? Why would you make us wait so long and only give us 6 episodes? Like, it baffles me. It's like one of the best shows, in my opinion, that ever was made. And like, it's one of the most popular shows ever made. And to do it like that, just so irritating. But whatever. It's just a show, but it's still irritating. Yeah, trying to stay away from spoilers this season in particular has been very hard for some reason. Like, I'll literally look, because like I use my phone as my alarm. I think a lot of people do at this point. And so I'll like open it, and for some reason like Yahoo News or whatever is always on it. And there's literally like an article with a clear as day spoiler right in the title and the picture. So it's like literally unavoidable. It's like, I get it, like if you click a picture or article knowing that it's going to spoil something, but if it doesn't even give you that, it's very irritating. Or people will tweet something or put on Facebook something that alludes to something that's going on, and it's like, really? Like, could you not do that? Like, not everyone has watched it like the same. Like, I don't watch it the same night it comes out. Like, I don't. So I don't know. Like, I almost avoid all social media as much as possible until I watch it, just because I know people are going to spoil it somewhere. So irritating. But anyway, if the worst thing going on in your life, or one of the worst things, is that a season sucks, I think, you know, whatever. Yeah, and the whole Arya thing, and I'm just going to make this a blanket statement. I think way too much emphasis has been placed on her for like a while now. Like, I'm not an Arya fan. I really am not. I know that might be an unpopular opinion, but, and I don't hate her, and I don't even necessarily dislike her. I just don't like that so much emphasis has been placed on her. Like, I just don't think it's deserved or it makes sense to me. At least the way they've led things up. Like, it just seemed to come out of nowhere. And I don't know. I haven't liked a lot of things that they've done with characters, especially this season. Like, a lot of it just doesn't make sense. Like, it was not properly led up to. It was just kind of like, oh, well, there's like one hint here and there, so like you should have known this was going to happen in one episode. Like, no, like you didn't really properly lead up to the way things happen. Like, it just, I don't know. Anyway, what are we gonna try first? I think we're gonna try strawberry first because that was the first one I mixed. Actually, we're just going to change the lick out. Yeah, I don't know. There have been a few characters where I've changed my mind about, like Sansa, for instance. She's still not like my favorite character by any means, but when the whole show first started, I did not like her for the longest time. I thought she was a stuck-up brat And I don't know, I just did not like her at all. But the way certain things have played out with, you know, her getting into all these messed up situations and how she's changed because of it, I do like her now. I still don't like everything that she does, but it gave her a little bit more depth than what she had to begin with. That's lovely. And she's a lot more intelligent than she was. Like, I think a lot of it was her age, and she was just very naive, spoiled, and, you know, things have changed that. So, I don't know. I do like her now. Arya, I never grew to like in that way. Like, I grew to not dislike her as much as I did in the beginning, because she was another one that I just really did not like in the beginning. But I still don't really like her, and I don't like that so much focus has been placed on her, personally. John, I never really particularly liked him. I don't dislike him. I just find him a little too self-righteous and moral. Like, he's almost moral to a flaw or to a fault. And to me, I feel like that's disingenuous. I don't feel like anyone is that moral. Like, to me, it just doesn't seem realistic. Like, I don't know. Hello, Ian. I love Game of Thrones. I've watched since the beginning. And overall, like I said, it's one of my favorite shows up till this season. This season has been very, like, disappointing is an understatement. It's been frustrating. I was going to say infuriating, but I don't think it's that deep. But yeah. No. All right, strawberry baked. See if I can taste this. The weird thing, and I've said this before, is I can taste food and drink fine. It's specifically vape. So it's like, I wonder why. Like, what is different that I can taste everything else except vaping? Like, it's very odd. Now, I did all these at 1% because it looks like a lot online. A lot of them are at 2. I usually do half. So far, strawberry baked, I can't taste anything. Well, the thing with Game of Thrones is apparently the books were never finished, which I don't even know why you would start a season knowing that. Like, you kind of have to have a conclusion, or at least know that, hey, by that time this comes to an end or is nearing an end, the books will be finished. So I don't know why that was done. Like, that literally makes no sense. And I don't know how long they've been going off of the book, like where there is no book, they're just writing. But it clearly is not working for most people. Like, most people are pissed about this season. It's not just me. It's clearly like most people. So I don't know why they would do that. That just literally makes no sense to me at all. But I guess the writers started off doing it one way, but then there were leaks or people would guess the way it was going to happen, so they deliberately changed it just to throw them off. It's like, would you rather some people be caught on to what's going to happen, it still be good, or would you rather just change it just for the sake of changing it and then it's terrible, but like nobody expects it, but it's fucking awful? Like, that makes sense. Yeah, I think my tongue is probably still broken. Yeah, George Martin or whatever told him how it was going to end, but that's not the same as him writing a book that leads up to that You know what I mean? Like I can say, oh, I'm going to Japan. That's not a good example. Oh, I'm going to make this dress. It's going to be a wedding gown with a long veil. But if like the person that wants that dress doesn't say specifically what they want and like how they want it to look, like it's probably going to be a mess because it's like, okay, I don't know what color to make the dress. I don't know what material to make the dress for. If they want a certain neckline, I don't know how that's going to look. So it's like, yeah, they knew the result of everything, but clearly did not know how to lead up to there in a very good way. Like it's ridiculous. Robert, yes, I still have Robert. He's in the other room because there's no sunlight in this room really. So yeah, he needs like supposedly, allegedly indirect sunlight. So that's why he's in the other room. He's still like not flourishing. I'm gonna get him a different pot because from reading online, it seems like that could be the issue or part of the issue. So I'm gonna get him a new pot. If he does not improve by the next time I go to get my massage, because that's where I got the plant from. Like I kind of brought it up as a joke to her, but I told her like if he doesn't like improve, like I'm half tempted to bring him back to you so you could kind of like bring him back up to health again, because he's not dying, but he's not thriving either. He's just kind of like stagnant. And she actually said that would be perfectly fine, and that she would even give me a plant in place of that until he's better and then switch them back out again. It's so funny. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Like I have an appointment next week, which I'm not gonna have a new planter or notice a difference by then, but I'm thinking maybe by the next time I do, because I try to go once a month. If he hasn't improved by then, probably letting her take him back temporarily to get him, because I have no experience with plants whatsoever. I've never had a plant before or a flower or anything like that. So I literally don't know what I'm doing. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. And she does, so if giving him back to her will help, I'm willing, and she's willing to do it, then, because like he was fine when he was there. Like my video is still up with like when I first got him, literally that same day within like 15 minutes. Like you can see what he looked like then, and to compare him now, there's like a difference. So yeah. I added another % of the strawberry just to see if that helps. I didn't see a Wonder Flavors deal where you get the whole line if you just pay shipping. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's not vape. The weird thing is, and this is again from what I'm reading, is a plant can benefit from regular lighting, like overhead standard lighting, and that can be its source of photosynthesis, or however you want to put it, like its source of sunlight. And that seemed to work perfectly fine for Robert because he was literally in an office with no windows. So I don't think it's a window or a sunlight issue. It's just that he wasn't really getting any sunlight here. Because I use energy efficient lights and they're always faced upward, so they're not faced downward. And I don't think energy efficient lights provide the right wavelength or whatever that a plant would need. So like those two things make it not a suitable environment in and of itself, just being in a room. So I think that's one of the main issues. Also, switching out his potter, I don't think was a good move either. But mind you, like he was having issues before then. That was kind of just a last ditch effort because somebody said, well, maybe his planter is too small. I'm like, okay, well, apparently I don't think that's the issue. But anyway. I still can't taste anything. And this is like what strawberry muters and people like that have to deal with. I like empathize with them because this sucks. It really does. And the worst thing is my own fault, like, because I was doing something that I know could lead to the issue I was having, and I did it anyway. So I have no one to blame but myself. It's been, I would say, at least a month that I haven't been able to taste things properly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to my all-day device that I use. So I think part of the issue might be that these coils are just too big. So for some reason, I wrap them bigger for the RDAs I do testing on. I don't know what my mentality of that was or why I did it that way. That could be causing part of the issue. So I'm going to use what I vape on all day with. It has a smaller diameter. I am going to rinse it out though. I have a tobacco, or had a tobacco in here, which is definitely not going to mesh well with fruit if I'm getting an accurate depiction of fruit. So give me 2 seconds. Well, more than 2 seconds. I'm going to try the Jackfruit next. But if I can't taste, well, strawberry in particular does seem to be one. So for some reason, I seem to mute more easily to certain flavors than others. Strawberry is one of those flavors, and apparently lemon, which what caused this to begin with. But yeah, it's been at least a month. Because I know I was having problems. And I think the third mix of the last season of Mix and Vixens, like, I wasn't really able to properly taste the last 2 mixes I had done for the show. And that would have been at least a month ago because we already had the Chit Chat show and the judging show. So, yeah. It's been a while. And like I said, I can taste certain things. It's just there's certain things I can't. Like, for example, at the moment, which I am going to be switching up because I've been vaping watermelon for a while, I could taste that. I could taste blueberry to a degree. It did seem to possibly start fading once I was vaping on it for, I don't know, maybe 5 milliliters. Tobaccos I seem to be able to taste fine. What else? The black licorice I could taste, just wasn't good. Creams in particular, I seem to not be able to taste for the most part right now. Like when I did my ice cream cone, I couldn't taste any cream in it. I just tasted caramel in the cone. But again, I don't know if that's just my mix or if it's the issue. I don't know. There's no way to know that until after this, if it ever goes away. Goes away. I have not tried gargling vinegar or any of the other weird things that you can do, supposedly. I had tried that. I don't know if vinegar specifically, but I had tried other things that are supposed to cure vapor tongue in the past, and it literally did nothing. Like gargling salt water or something like that, pickle juice. Things like that, and it literally did nothing. I can taste a little bit of strawberry on this RDA, but still, like, if you didn't tell me it was a strawberry, I would have no clue it was. It just tastes vaguely like a berry. What I can taste is good. It's like a sweet berry, a little bit jammy. And some of the tobacco is still in here. It kind of goes not bad with the tobacco, to be honest. Yes, Denver, my taste buds are apparently damaged. We're non-existent. Hello, Sammy. Hello, David. So yeah, I definitely can taste better with this RDA and coil. I think it's mostly the coil though. It's a smaller diameter. And it's also wrapped at the resistance that I prefer. All right, we're going to try Jackfruit. I did put in a Bull City flavor order yesterday. So even more flavors I won't be able to taste. Essentially when I vape a flavor too long, especially if it has lemon in it or it's lemon based, for some reason I lose my sense of taste, vape wise. Not for everything, but certain flavors. And that's what happened with this. I was vaping on, it was really good, but I was vaping on it too long, and cats are fighting. And I lost my proper sense of taste. I don't know why that happens, but it's basically called vapor's tongue. I don't know if it happens the same way or for the same reason as everyone else, but essentially that's what it is. Well, the lemon, even though it was one of the more prominent notes, it wasn't like, because like I mix really low, but yeah, it just seems that flavor in particular, for whatever reason, just screws me up. Anyway, Jackfruit. No, it wasn't the lemonade cookie, because I just mixed that maybe a week ago. Actually, I don't even think it was a week ago. I don't even know if I'll be able to taste that, to be honest. So that'll be interesting. I could always get my stepmom or someone to try it to tell me which one tastes better if I can't taste literally anything. Okay, so I can taste jackfruit. I've never had a jackfruit in real life, so I don't really know what it's supposed to taste like. I've only tried, I think, Flavours jackfruit. I think that's it. It tastes tropical. Somewhat almost pineapple-y, like a slight pineapple-y flavor. I don't know. It almost has like a melon rind kind of note to it. We'll see what jackfruit is supposed to taste like. I think it's what Juicy fruit is supposed to be flavored after. Could be wrong about that. It's a species of fig, mulberry, and breadfruit. Breadfruit is a term I had literally never heard of before. It says it's tropical, sweet, tart with a combination of fruits like mango, pineapple, and banana. Almost candy-like. So yeah, I definitely get tropical, a hint of pineapple. I don't know about banana necessarily. Mango I could definitely see being in there because it does have a little bit of like a funkiness to it, but not necessarily in a bad way, but in the way that a mango is kind of a little funky. So yeah, I'd say that description's fairly accurate. Banana in and of itself is not a strong flavor like an actual banana. So it makes sense that that's not standing out a lot. But you also have to bear in mind that, again, my flavors are a little iffy right now. But I definitely say it is tropical for sure. Would probably be good in a smoothie, ice cream, maybe even candy. Out the nose, it doesn't taste very good. I don't know why that is, but I also had tobacco on this coil, even though I tried to dry burn it and rinse it off. Sometimes tobaccos like to hang around. So bear that in mind as well. Last one we're going to try on camera is the Cobbler. It's a berry cobbler. And yes, the lemony cookie is tomorrow. Which, mind you, I don't like lemonade cookies or really citrus pastry or bakery items in general. So that'll be fun. And I even try to think of other like yellow type cookies I could do. But besides banana, I don't really know what would have even feasibly worked. And banana cookies just don't sound very good to me. Blue, don't fuck up my sheets. She apparently is on a rampage right now. You could see her tail flickering. That's her playful pose or whatever you want to call it. Okay, that didn't work. No, I'm not really super pumped about really any of the pictures this month, to be honest. But you never know. Like, I wasn't really thrilled to do the apple tart thingy, and that came out really well. The pear apple tart I did. So you never know. And I do think the ice cream cone thingy I did could be really good. Because, like, the notes I get are good. I just can't taste any of the ice cream, which is a problem because it's supposed to be an ice cream cone. All right, cobbler, berry cobbler. It is so quiet in the house. It, like, never happens. And plus our neighbors. Oh my god. Not the one side. The one side's fine. The other side, they're so loud and obnoxious. Berry cobbler. Shooting, I don't think so. Usually, me and my brother make plans to do that ahead of time because his sleep schedule is different than mine. He works third shift. So, like, if we were to go, we'd have to make plans at least a day in advance so he knows to wake up by a certain time. Bowling, I'm not even sure about that either. They usually don't tell me until like a couple hours beforehand, which is annoying. We're supposed to be going every week, but there's been a few weeks randomly where we haven't, so who knows. Honestly, I'm in a state of mind where I don't really care if I don't go out at all this weekend. It'd be nice just to sit and relax. But if they're going bowling, I'll obviously go. So with the berry cobbler, I don't really taste anything. Like a vague sweetness. But it's only 1%, so that could be it. I'm gonna bump it up 0.5%. Just maybe a whole percent's too much. I don't know. I usually don't have to mix Wonder Flavors that high. I think the most I've had to do normally is 2%. I'm usually about 1% or less, especially if it's in a mix for them. So I shouldn't have to bump it up more than what I've been doing, but who knows. I don't know. Vegetarian, I don't like to talk too much about it, but it's something that you just have to want to do. Like if you're just doing it for one reason or another and you don't really want to do it, like your motivation has to be pretty high. And I'm not even a full vegetarian because I do eat seafood. So I guess technically it's like pescatarian or something. But in general, I don't eat meat. Even seafood. It's like a once in a while type thing. For me, it just stopped being appealing for the most part, and I kept getting sick from it. Mainly chicken, and that's why I stopped eating it. I'm not gonna lie, I still miss bacon. Like I haven't had bacon in probably 2.5, 3 years. And all the bacon substitutes are awful, at least the ones that I've had. And there's literally no non-meat replacement for steak. Like it just doesn't exist. I don't think it may ever exist. Just the texture alone is hard to emulate. So all right, I'm getting a little bit more of the berry. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what berry it is. If I had to guess, it'd be blackberry and maybe raspberry. Cobbler wise, I think I'm getting a hint of like some kind of spice, maybe cinnamon. Yeah, maybe a little bit of like a cinnamon, which I think is typical in a cobbler. I'm not a big fan of cobblers, to be honest. I find a lot of like pies and things like that too sweet for me personally. I don't know. Yeah, but what I taste is good. It's just I can't taste it fully. I don't know if that helps at all. Drinking, no. I don't really have any want to drink ever since that party I went to a few months ago where I drank entirely too much. Overall, just hasn't been appealing. I didn't get sick or anything from it. It's just, I don't know. I think I'm past that part of my life. If I drink anything, it's usually just like one drink. Barbecue. I love meat. I don't eat any fruit or veggies. See, I love fruits and vegetables, so it doesn't bother me. As far as not being able to stand them, I don't know. I think it's something that to some people is an acquired taste. Like if you're not used to eating them or you never had to eat them growing up, it's just something you have to keep eating because your body's just not used to it, so it's not going to want it. Like your body tends to crave what it's getting or what it's used to. Because my mom has the same issue. Like she hates like most vegetables, and though she likes fruits, I mean fruits aren't the best for you. I mean, yes, they have some nutrients in them, but vegetables are definitely the more nutritious version or option or whatever. But it's like you have to eat them to be healthy for the most part, especially with her. Like she definitely needs to eat them, but you know, she's a grown woman. There's only so much you can do there. And I don't eat the healthiest, obviously, but whatever. Yeah, carbs are definitely an issue. I've gained weight since I've gone this route, and I'm not going to blame the diet or lifestyle or whatever you want to call it, because I know there's proper ways to do it. Just like if you were eating normally, there's proper ways to do it. But my issue definitely is carbs. Carbs and me don't get along very well. Like when I was doing paleo, paleo does make me lose weight for sure. But like you can't eat like anything. It's like pretty much you're eating meat, nuts. What else can you eat? You can eat fruits and vegetables, technically, yeah, you can eat those, but no potatoes, no grains, no processed foods, no sugar. Like, it's too limiting, and I can never stick to it like forever. It's not meant to be a diet; it's meant to be a lifestyle. So, like the second I'm off of it, like I gain everything back and then some. So it's just not a good option. Anyway, so I guess the moral of this story is I still can't taste things properly. Apparently, I can taste some things, but not most. Or I don't even know what most. I still can't taste a lot of things, put it that way. So just going over the Wonder flavors that I have tried. I have not tried boysenberry raspberry. It seems like at this point I probably wouldn't be able to taste it much anyway. Lemon squares I haven't tried. Lemon is my issue, so probably won't be able to taste that. Marshmallow candy is good. It tastes like the freeze-dried marshmallows and like Lucky Charms. Puff cereal I haven't tried. Marshmallow gooey is good. It's kind of like a marshmallow fluff type thing. Brown sugar cookie I haven't tried by itself. Bubblegum is good. Tastes like pink bubblegum. Puff cereal frosted I have not tried. White chocolate cream I don't know if I can't taste it because of this issue or if it's just a flavor I can't taste. So I'm not sure about that one yet. Cream filling I like. It's kind of like a Twinkie filling, but not as processed. So it's kind of like in between that and a cream filling you'd find in a donut or puff pastry. Apple cinnamon strudel is good. I think the apple might be a little lacking, but again, I don't know if that's just because I'm having this issue. Certain fruits I can't taste properly, but mainly I get from that is a cinnamon strudel. I get a lot of the pastry from it, but you can always add more apple to it if that is an issue. You can use apple filling, possibly. I don't know if that would be too cinnamon heavy though. Or you can use Pure Lum's country apple. That's a nice baked apple flavor. Or really any apple you like. I am very limited in the apples flavorings that I like because most of them taste like apple juice to me, which I don't personally like. I like apples like by themselves, like the actual fruit. Almond custard I did like. I, for some reason, can't really taste it very well. But what I was tasting was like a light almond, non-eggy custard, which was good to me. The Mille, or however you pronounce this word, I still don't know it. Sorry, Emily, I don't know. I still can't really taste much of anything. The creme brulee cookie I haven't tried by itself, so I can't really say. So that is about as much of a review of the new flavors from Wonder Flavors that I can give you right now. Kind of sucks that I'm in this position where I can't do it proper justice. But the overall feedback, as I stated before, has been pretty good for this particular launch of flavorings. Oh, the strawberry baked, I had it over here. From what I can taste, it tastes like a jammy strawberry. So that's pretty accurate to what it's supposed to be. And the jackfruit, from what I can read online of what it's supposed to taste like and what I can taste myself right now, it tastes like it's pretty accurate to what it's supposed to be, which is like a tropical fruit with a mixture of like pineapple notes, mango, and banana. So yeah, that's what I got for the new Wonder Flavors right now. Obviously, if I taste any of the other ones down the line, I'll let you guys know what I think of it. Or if I use it in a mix, which, you know, obviously you guys will know about it if it's on Mix and Vixens or whatever, or on my ELR recipe site or whatever. Where's Momo? Oh, Momo's. Can you see her right there? Yep, she's just chilling. It's because there's food up there. Because like I said, I've been trying to feed the cats separately. And Blue's food is up there. Trying to keep it away from Momo because she's far from being a kitten and she doesn't need kitten food. But she wants it. It seems like they both want each other's food. Like Blue wants the regular adult cat food. And Momo wants the kitten food. Which neither one should be eating those because they're not fulfilling what they're supposed to be eating, but whatever. White chocolate is really similar to Devon Cream by Vape Train. I don't know that I've tried Vape Train's Devon Cream yet. If I had, it would have been like maybe in one mix, but it was in a mix, not single flavor tested. Because I'm still behind. I don't know if I'll ever fully catch up with my single flavor testing just because I am so behind. And then with me not being able to taste anything right now, it's not helping either. But I did buy a few new Vape Train flavors. Some of them that are new, some of them that I just haven't tried yet. With this latest Bull City Flavors order, I got the chocolate mousse by Vape Train because supposedly it's really good according to people in the Reddit Discord. I've been on there fairly frequently recently. And we actually collaborated on a mix using it only for me to realize that I don't even have that flavor. I thought I did because it's something I've been kind of eyeing for a while, but because I never use chocolate in a mix typically, I just didn't get it. But they claim it's really good, so I got that. I got Shisha Blackcurrant because I don't have that one. The Apollo Freya, I don't know how you pronounce that either. Feigoa. It's some kind of fruit by Vape Train. I think it's one of their newer flavors. I could be wrong about that though. White Grape by Vape Train. Pawpaw, which is new to the Bull City Flavor site. And Osmanthus by Vape Train, which is also new to Bull City Flavors website. I also got some of the new Capellas, which are also new on Bull City, which is Sweet Currant, because Wayne, I'm pretty sure, raved about that flavor, so I grabbed that one. I also got Sweet Candy and Pink Punch. And then I also got what should be the new version of TFA Sweet Strawberry, because it has like a new label on its, like, because like Bull City, if it has like a new flavor, it has like the little new stamp on the picture. So I'm guessing that means it's the new version, because it's not a new flavor overall, but it's a new version of that flavor. So I grabbed that as well, because I still have quite a lot of the original TFA Sweet Strawberry. So I'm kind of interested to see how and if I can detect a change between the two. Obviously, right now I probably couldn't because strawberry seems to be one in particular that I'm not really tasting very well. But hopefully at some point, if I regain my senses or sense, I'll be able to determine, if there's been a vast change, which, like I said, well, I don't know if I said it, but it seems to be that there really isn't much of a difference, if any at all, between the two versions, which is good because a lot of people like TFA. Or no, that's ripe strawberry. So maybe sweet strawberry is new by TFA. I just realized that it used to be called ripe strawberry. So I don't know if that's an entirely new flavor then. Momo is watching your monitor. Why are you staring at me? You want your wet cat food? You hungry? Yeah, that's what it is. She wants her. That's not the thing I've been doing, is mixing wet cat food sometimes, because I've been giving her a joint supplement because, she's getting older, and I did notice a little bit of shakiness in her. So I've been mixing that in with her wet food, which I usually don't give them on a regular basis as wet food because then they don't eat the dry food. But if I don't do that with this medicine, she won't take it because it's like a powder. So if I put it on her dry food, it probably won't really work as well. So that's why she's staring at me so intensely, is she wants me to give her the wet food. That's what that look is. Yeah, so I bought TFA sweet strawberry not knowing it was entirely new flavor, but I guess that works. I'm not mad at it. I literally just noticed that as I was reading it. Perfumer's Apprentice. I think I'm slightly dyslexic because I mix around letters and numbers sometimes. I don't know if that's normal. I feel like that's not, but yeah. So I went directly to TFA's website, and right on the first page it says new sweet strawberry flavor. So apparently it's an entirely new flavor. It says their sweet strawberry is very dessert-like and a great TFA alternative to other sweet strawberry flavors on the market. Cough, Capella. It does have 2 asterisks next to it, which I forget what that means. Maybe that there's alcohol on the base of it. I don't remember. It doesn't say directly on the site. I don't know. So yeah, apparently it's an entirely new flavor. So that's interesting. TFA doesn't come out with a whole lot of new flavors, or at least, I don't know. Maybe I just don't hear about them because they're not like other brands where they'll send kind of PR to people the way that other brands do. So maybe that's why I don't really hear about them as often, or maybe they're just not making them as often. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm like rambling about nothing, and that's usually the point where it's time to go. Plus, gives you time to get ready to move over to the fog vlog, because they're going to be starting, I think, about half an hour, so you can check them out. The Vape Train Toffee Ice Cream. I don't know if I've tried that one yet, or the toffee butter. I've tried their English toffee. That one's really good. I've tried, I want to say, one other toffee from them, but I don't remember what it is. Vape Train is another one that likes to have a lot of different versions of the same flavor. So it's hard to remember which one offhand that I've tried and what I haven't. But I know for sure I haven't tried the toffee ice cream on its own. But I've heard it's really good. And their toffee by itself is really good. So I'd imagine that one's good. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Be sure to check out Mix and Vixens tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing the lemonade cookie. And then usually about maybe a half an hour or so after that, Jen Jarvis has her live show. So you can check that out almost immediately after. And other than that, I don't know that I have anything else to like pimp out. You can check out Bull City Flavors. They have the coupon code Mix and Vixens for 6% off. They do have some new flavors. Like I said, they have the new Capella. I didn't get all of the new Capellas just because some of them didn't really appeal to me, but they do have those. And they have a couple new Vape Train flavors. They have the new Wonder flavors there. They have the latest run of the Flavora flavors. So if you wanted any of those, check them out. They're a great company and very supportive to our community, which is great. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thank you for watching. Bye.